everybody. I'm Lisa Willett. I am here to do your weekly angel card and crystal reading for January 11th through the 17th. And this week I'm going to be using the Guardian Angel Tarot deck from Doreen Virtue. So I am going to be shuffling these and wishing everybody blessings in this week ahead. I wanted to take a quick moment to let everybody know too, I talked about lapis lazuli last week, and one thing I forgot to say after I had already finished the taping, I remembered to let everybody know it used to be used way back in ancient times. Like the Egyptians used to use it as eye coloring. That's how they used a lot of their makeup. So it has been around for a long time. Today the stone we're going to focus on is citrine. So I have a yellow citrine stone. I have a couple of different citrine stones today to show you, and it just has to do with a different grade. So, whoops. All right, one card just flipped over, so we know which first card is going to be. Keep shuffling, pull from the top. All right, so the first card we have is 8 of Action. It's a nice card. Second card. Oh, another 8. 8 of Emotion. And the third card, let's see if it's another 8. Organization. Excellent. I love the fact that we're in 2015, so if you add up numerology-wise, the 2, the 0, the 1, and the 5, it equals an 8. So this is an 8 year. So the 8s coming up, 2 of them together, come up very prominently, which let us know that this is a great year for action, or a great week for action too. And another nice thing to know about the 8s too, if you lay it on the side, it's the symbol of infinity. So it's always abundance and things happening for us. So let's focus first and foremost on the 8 of Action. The card itself says, there's so much going on right now that it may feel overwhelming to you, and yet it's wonderful to be so busy with the work that you love. So this is great, right? Express gratitude for the blessings of heaven that are taking up your time, even if life feels challenging. If you're asked to travel and take a flight, then do so with confidence. Okay, so I'm going to actually just read the 8 of Emotion too, because we have the 2 8s together, and I feel like they're kind of telling us that there's a little bit of a connection here. So the 8 of Emotion is all about, you feel a deep longing for something meaningful in your life. In your heart, you know that there's more out there waiting for you in the world. It may be time to switch careers, move to a new home or city, or initiate any other important changes that are coming. Do what's right for you and seek out your magical new life. So this is great. The action cards are telling you that's all about changes, your passion, moving forward with new ideas, things like that. It's all about taking action, clearly action. The emotion cards are more about feeling, how you intuitively feel too. It's not just about personal emotional feelings. It's also about the emotion cards talk about intuition too. So it's about learning to trust your intuition. So they're telling you with these 2 cards here together that you might be longing for something this week coming up. This might be a time. I know a lot of you out there have been feeling what I've been feeling too, what everybody's been feeling, the purge of the energies from the end of last year. We're really into the second full week of the month of January, but it takes a lot of time sometimes to detox and to get rid of things that aren't serving our higher good. So we've been detoxing from a lot of energies from last year. So don't beat yourself up this week if you still feel like you're still in the purging phases of it, because we're letting a lot of things go. So they're letting you know that there's a lot happening right now. The action card, there's so much happening. There's so much going on. You need to take the time to really put into play this week what it is you want to do. We're in the shadow period of Mercury retrograde as well, so that's important to keep in mind. This is a great time for putting plans into motion and getting them ready. You don't want to actually necessarily start something new during a retrograde phase, but we are actually in the planning stages for it, the shadow period. So this is a great time to put down on paper what you want to do and start getting ready for the big changes that are coming up. Again, I wouldn't integrate anything specifically during the retrograde, which I think is the 22nd. So a couple days after this video will be done. But so next week we'll be talking about the retrograde a little bit more. But they're saying express gratitude for the things that you have. So it's important every day to get up in the morning and do your attitude of gratitude. I really love to stress that. Before you get out of bed every day, talk about to yourself, tell yourself that, you know, you're so thankful for what it is that you have going on in your life, and be mindful of what's coming too. Be mindful of what you want to attract in and what you want to bring in. So this is a really great time for you to, if you're feeling challenged right now, if you're feeling like things aren't going necessarily your way, keep in mind that we are only always in control of our own actions and our own thoughts. Really, that's pretty much all we can control. We can't control what other people do. We can't control what other people say, but we can control the action steps that we take or the thoughts that we have, okay? And sometimes we can't even control the action steps we take. Sometimes our hands are tied by outside circumstances, but our thoughts we can always control, and we can always think positive. So the 8 of Action is telling you express gratitude for the blessings that you have going on. So the more positive that you think this week and the more attention that you put to the blessings and all the good that's going on for you, the more you're going to attract. I feel like this is going to be a great week for people out there really trying to put into action or into motion a plan that they've been implementing for a long time. The 8 of Emotion, again, talks about longing for something new. So I'm feeling like a lot of you, like me, have, well, I shouldn't say that. I feel like a lot of you out there have been longing for something that you haven't been able to physically attain. And like me, I've been working on something that I'm trying really hard to bring forth into, you know, into the circumstances of my life in the next coming weeks. And it's frustrating sometimes when things don't go our way in the time period that we want them to, but that's not to give up. I haven't given up. I've just dug my heels in deeper and continued on in, if you can hear that noise, we had snow this weekend and the plows are going by. But anyway, they're saying to me as well too, that just dig your heels in deeper and really don't let yourself be beaten up by outside circumstances. A lot of you, this is a time where you're thinking, you know, the first couple of weeks of the year, you want to do something new career-wise, you want to move. This is a great time to put into action the feelings, you know, honor your feelings. If you've been thinking about it, if you've been feeling it deep within your gut, that this is a great week to do that. Great week to start house hunting. Look in the newspaper, on Craigslist, wherever. Look for that job. Switch careers. Do something that fulfills you. Do what's right for you and seek out that magical new life it's telling you. So you know that there's something more for you. A lot of us have been feeling unfulfilled, and it's time this year in 2015, the first few weeks of the year, to really put forth our passion and really listen to our intuition, listen to our gut, and do what we feel within ourselves is right. Listen to our intuitive nature. Okay. Enough about that, right? Okay, and the organization card too. This is a great card as far as I'm concerned. I have been, without even knowing that we were going to get this card today, I love it when there's confirmation. For me, that this is awesome. Confirmation for me. Your plans are on target. Everything will flow more smoothly if you add a little organization and discipline into your life. Well, that's great. This is something I need. Last week alone, I just went out and bought these storage containers for different rooms and different sizes. You know, in my mind, sometimes I get a little scattered with just things hanging around, cords. I found so many cords, phone cords and camera cords, and I didn't even know what they were for. So I went through, if I couldn't figure out what it was for, I put it in this bottom bin, and then I'm going to go through that in a little time period after that. But everything else, all the other phone cords, the Nook cords, the chargers, all this, everything is in a bin, and I feel so much better. It's a small little thing, but it organized my mind in a little bit, and it helped me to feel more in control. So the key to success is to allow your creativity to be guided by logic, it says. Be open to asking for help from someone very intellectual or seek out a mentor. So this is great too. Again, what I'm hearing is that a lot of you might want to just start decluttering around your house. This is a great time. Again, first few weeks of the new year, good time to organize. You're getting rid of the holiday tree or the Christmas decorations, the holiday decorations, Hanukkah stuff, whatever that you have lying around your house that is no longer serving you by looking at it anymore, although it's pretty to see. It's not really helping you. It's just kind of adding more stuff in your atmosphere. So they're saying, you know, as you take that stuff down, as you get rid of the outside stimulus, it helps your mind to focus more. A lot of clutter sometimes, even though it's not really bothering us, we have piles of papers sitting on the table, or we kind of walk around the kitchen table and it's got piles there, here, there. I know, some people have more stuff than others, but if you throw your clothes on your floor in your bedroom and you don't put it in the drawer or in the closet, you have piles of that hanging around. What they're saying is the more you can take the time to organize and compartmentalize different things in your life, you're going to feel structured more. So your mind is going to be clearer and freer. It's also a feng shui thing. So the more you get rid of the debris and the clutter and things around you, the more ideas are inspired to come through you. Energy flows a little freer. It's like that 8, the infinity symbol. The energy is flowing a lot easier that way. So this is a great week, again, to organize your thoughts. Put everything down on paper that you want to do. Get ready for the retrograde period, because after the retrograde ends, we're going to be fully into into February, and things are going to shift. We're already in that energetic shift, but it's going to take another couple weeks to integrate. But I'm telling you, it's coming, and I'm hearing, hold on to your hats, because this is going to be a fun but bumpy ride. So lots of changes coming. Don't give up if you're feeling like things haven't happened immediately. When you snap your fingers, you wanted them to happen yesterday. It's just taking time. Our dreams sometimes take a little bit more time than we want to come to fruition. I like to say that word. It does take a little bit of time. So don't beat yourself up. We're on the right path. So those are the cards for this week. I hope that those resonate with you. And please let me know if they do or do not. Again, this week we're talking about citrine. This is a yellow color, yellowish or brown, or it could be smoky gray brown. The other one that I have is a different shade. It's a different grade. It looks a little bit lighter. So if you compare the two, you can kind of see one looks a little bit more yellow than the other. And again, it just has to do with the grade. So I'm going to read some of this information because there's so much on citrine that I want to make sure that I get it all for you and tell you all. Okay? I want to get all of the information out to you that I can. It's a powerful cleanser and regenerator that carries the power of the sun. Clearly it's yellow, so this makes sense. It's an exceedingly beneficial stone, which is energizing and highly creative. It's been said that this is one of the crystals that never needs cleansing, but I don't know that I agree with that. I feel like all crystals should be cleansed personally. I still believe in clearing out the energy of it periodically. It absorbs, transmutes, dissipates, and grounds negative energy, and is extremely, extremely protective for the environment. So it's a great thing. It's also an aura protector, and it acts as an early warning system so that action can be taken to protect yourself, okay? It has the ability to cleanse your chakras, especially your solar plexus down here, by your energy center where you feel your intuition. It's the third chakra up. It's the yellow chakra. Let's see. It activates the crown chakra up here, the 7th chakra, and opens your intuition more. That's always very, very good. Most people know this as being one of the stones of abundance, okay? This stone teaches us how to manifest and attract wealth and prosperity. So that's really good. Success and all good things. So it helps us to bring forth all the positive things for us. Citrine is a happy, generous stone, and it encourages sharing what you have and helps you hold on to your wealth. It's also a very useful stone for smoothing group or family discord. So if you have a lot of family stuff going on, you want to carry around citrine in your pocket or maybe lay it out on the table, that's really a good thing. Psychologically, citrine raises self-esteem and self-confidence and removes destructive tendencies. It enhances individuality, improves motivation, and activates creativity and encourages self-expression, making you less sensitive, especially to criticism. Very good as well. Mentally, it enhances concentration and revitalizes the mind. It's excellent for overcoming negative traits, fears, and feelings at the deepest level, and helps you stop anger and become more emotionally balanced. Great as well, too. Physically, citrine imparts energy in invigoration to your physical body. It's useful for people who are particularly sensitive to environmental and other outside influences. So I'd say if you're an empath, this might be a good stone to carry around with you. Some other healing benefits of this stone are that it stimulates digestion, the spleen, and the pancreas. It negates infections in the kidney and bladder. It helps eye problems, increases blood circulation, and balances the thyroid. One of the other things you might not know about this stone, is it's a stone for an eliminator. It relieves constipation and removes cellulite. I did not know that either. So, and if you use it as an elixir, it's helpful for menstrual problems and menopausal symptoms such as hot flashes, balancing the hormones, and alleviating fatigue. So, for you women out there that this might be affecting, keep that in mind. This is good to know. So, as you see, this is definitely a stone that everyone should carry. I carry one in my car, in my wallet. I have one on the table when I'm doing readings. I carry the stone around everywhere. This is without a doubt one of my absolute favorite stones, and yellow is my favorite color. So it goes without saying that this stone is all around my house and in high abundance. It has many uses that I love it for, and I hope that you, if you haven't used it yet, you'll go out and get one. And if not, if you already have one, then please, I enjoy the benefits of knowing everything that it does. And there's so many things that it does more, but just sharing those few with you. And I'm having a hard time speaking again this week. So everybody, have a great week ahead, and I will look forward to speaking with you next week. As always, if you like this video, please feel free to share it or subscribe to it. You can catch me on Facebook, Lisa Willette Psychic, and my website is lisawillette.com. If you're interested in a personal reading, I'd love to hear from you. Have a great day, everybody.